What's up, Libra? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot, here to look at your week ahead, starting March 3rd, 2025. Libra, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to dive right into your messages for the week after we cleanse the energies from doing Virgo's messages here. The decks that I'll be using for your messages this week will be listed in the description box. You guys, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. All right, let's begin. What are the messages here coming up for Libra? What is the potential energies? What are the potential energies for Libra this week? Not reading reversals, but I got to make sure I go through this deck. Turn those cards upside right for some strange reason. A couple cards have been showing up in the reverse. So energies here for Libra. What's coming up for my scales this week? What's coming up for Libra? What is the energy here for Libra? All right, Libra, like I said, not wasting any time doing these messages. Let's cut this deck and see what the very first card and energy is going to present for you. And we're going to start off with the Queen of Pentacles, which is a very good card here because number one, it's a court card, so it can, refer to an actual person. And I always say it could be your boss, it could be the creditors, of course. It could be any types of promotions. It could be a job offer. It could be a startup of a business. Money looking good. Your money is on solid financial ground. The attributes of this card, again, could be, how others see you, view you, and, you're someone who is always there, dependable, never selfish, stingy, always willing to help, willing to serve. Other things attributed to this Queen of Pentacles is they like the finer things in life. If it is anything related to actually meeting someone, connecting with someone romantically or a business partnership, these people have already accumulated some sort of wealth along the way. They may be running their own business in terms of entrepreneurship. They could be working in, banking, money and financing, good money handlers. Okay, so that is the Queen of Pentacles. Following the Queen of Pentacles here for you now, Libra, we have the, oh, look at this. Money is really strong this week for you. 10 of Pentacles. Virgo just received this in their spread. 10 of Pentacles is the card of abundance, inheritance. Yes, again, it could be substantial pay raises, bonus monies, promotions. If you're the risk-taking Libra that likes to do the casino runs, play the lottery, scratch-offs, play responsibly, please. This is big money that could be coming in, especially because it's following that Queen of Pentacles. Even number of Pentacles, so yes, financially, you can see your financial situation on solid ground, okay? Or the financial situation that you've been dealing with is about to vastly improve. That's for sure. All right. So that's the 10 of Pentacles here. Up next now we have the 3 of Pentacles. It's all about that money for Libra. All right. So this is the card of recognition, collaborating. Again, a small pay raise can come in for you. I'm sorry, Libra, this week. Anything that you've done involving your work, that's the recognition that might be coming through, whether or not you were collaborating with a coworker to complete a job or a task. Excuse me, if it was outside of the job or work, and maybe you worked on something on your own. Well, this is usually some recognition that comes your way in terms of, completing some sort of task. Anyway, you could be, the energies are going up on the 3rd, so by the 5th, maybe the 3rd day, Wednesday, there could be some sort of congratulations, thank you, a job well done. That type of energy coming your way from, it could be your employer, or you could be just doing that for yourself if you completed some sort of project or task. I always see this as a completion of a job or a task. Anyway, also with the 3 of Pentacles, you may be introduced to someone new, and I always assign there could be something going on in terms of love affairs, workplace love affairs, and attraction. Following the 3 of Pentacles, now we have the 5 of Wands. It's always the projection of energy that may come on to you by others. And, if you've been on my channel long enough to hear me say that it's just something that you don't need to get yourself involved with, Libra, it's what's going on with them, ain't got nothing to do with you. This is an instance of having to deal with petty fights or arguments. They want to push The buttons try to get you all stirred up, draw you into their energy, and it's not worth it. So as quickly as this energy may approach you, Libra, just disregard it. Don't add fuel to the fire. And as quickly as it comes in, it will quickly go away if you just avoid it altogether. If it is not that type of energy here for any of my Libras this week in terms of petty fights or arguments, then there could be a moment of restlessness, and that is just minor energy, and that too shall pass. I don't even need to have to throw a clarifier on that Five of Wands, all right? Up next, now we have the Major Arcana, the Strength card. So anything that's challenging in the forms of obstacles, you will overcome them. Feeling powerful, feeling courageous, feeling strong, feeling dynamic, feeling very, very valid, okay? Things are definitely building up when it comes to that passion. Of course, I always talk about when the Strength card shows up here, any expression or forms of sexuality is usually positive, okay? Standing in your truth, okay? That is the Strength card. Up here next, after the Strength card, the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is replenishment, rejuvenation, relaxing, detaching, doing something exclusively for yourself. It could be just resting, taking a day off from work, Libra, focusing the energy or returning the focus of energy onto yourself, reclaiming your independence, and doing something exclusively just for you. This is only momentary energy. It's not something that's going to be permanent. Also with the Four of Swords here, I always get that there could be someone who is thinking or planning a trip in the near future. Of course, if we get any of the movement cards here, then you may be not only planning that trip, but executing, taking that trip during this week. All right. But the most important thing out of the Four of Swords is resting your mind, quieting yourself, detaching your energies. And that could be from relationships, this, like I said before, taking a day off from work and doing something just for you. Okay. Rebuilding yourself, replenishing. Following the Four of Swords, now we have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is slow and stagnant energy. It's my only timing card in the tarot deck that I use. So you could be waiting for something or someone to arrive. And if that's the case, I always say 2 days or 2 week period of time that energy may arrive. Again, if we get a movement card here, then it's going to propel the energy of the Two of Wands, and whoever it is, whatever it is that you're waiting for will come much sooner or faster. So you could be waiting for a phone call. You could be waiting for something to arrive in the mail. If it's a relationship, because it is the number 2, if energy is involving that, is slow moving and stagnant, not moving fast enough for you, give it 2 days, give it 2 week period of time, the energy should change, unless we get a moving card here, all right? For others, it could be just you're formulating ideas, okay? Don't have all the necessary tools or materials needed to push forward with some sort of project or something like that, and that's okay. All right, so following the Two of Wands, now we have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is the energy that represents new conversations, first actions, first moves, also represents information that is coming towards you in the form of global news, network news, could be just reading the newspaper. A lot of people get their news from social media, whatever you do to get information, all right? Also, there could be someone who is taking up some sort of interest in you, Libra. They could be checking you out through social media. This could be a friend, a co-worker, could be also a neighbor, all right? So, but if we get the Seven of Cups or the Moon, this person may come forward to let you know what their intentions are towards you, all right? Otherwise, they're just lurking in the shadows. Up next now, we have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is always the type of energy here where regards fears, suspicion, doubts, concerns, some of the energy of overthinking, okay? I usually assign overthinking to the Nine of Swords, but Eight of Swords is up there, so, it could be overthinking, sleepless nights. She's blindfolded. She's wrapped up in a rope or tied up in a rope. You're not trapped. You can see you can see yourself out of a way or a situation here. Nothing is that dire. And then also, too, you have to be careful here, Libra, because this Eight of Swords could be tricky at times where we get involved in drawing in some unnecessary attention to our mind. and it could be something specific regarding a person. It could be a situation, an event, whatever it is. What we're doing and what I'm trying to explain to you is we cast these doubts and these fears, worried about something specific that has yet to occur or may not ever occur. How many times have you gotten yourself into a situation where, you thought about it, something, if it was involving a person, whatever the extreme may be for you, and it never turned out to be the way that you put it or compiled it in your mind. So that's the part that I say you have to be careful here, because this Eight of Swords has a tendency to trick you or, play with your mind. So don't get yourself engaged in that type of energy. Also, too, if you are dealing with any types of this Eight of Swords energy directly, deal with it, reduce the conflicts, reduce whatever chaos that's going on with you, and then so that you don't have to worry about, if you didn't do anything at all, that it leads up to the Nine of Swords energy, which is completely different and much worse. I get oftentimes a break in communication with family members, friends, romantic partners with the Eight of Swords, whether they're at a distance or not. All right. Last card that I have for you, and I don't even think it's necessary for me to clarify that Eight of Swords. For some strange reason, I just feel that, if I wanted to ask, okay, why is the Eight of Swords here? And then if it's a person shows up, then it could just, refer to you having to deal with the Eight of Swords energies or something else. Or it could be a person that you're having, some sort of communication problems, miscommunication problems with. So, but I don't think it's necessary for me to throw a card there. All right, because you know what's going on in your life. Last card I have for you, and the last message is the Three of Swords. Okay. See that coming, and I will throw a clarifier on that. Damn. Okay, so we already know the Three of Swords. Thank God you got the Strength card over top of that. Three of Swords cross mirrors over here to the Queen of Swords, and whenever I get that energy in a spread, it could indicate, and then you got all these other pentacles here, it could indicate someone separating from employment, separating from a job, retiring from a job, and of course, the pain, the grief, the heartache is to have to separate your bonds with those people. Okay, that's one thing that I'm seeing. It's one message that's coming through. On its own, it still represents grief, heartache, separation, pending divorces, third party in play when it comes to romance, conflicting energies that's going on with family members, friends, romantic partners, Libras who are romantically together, but there may be some sort of distance that separates you. That's the Three of Swords. Pet loss. Oh my gosh, pet loss. Pet gets away, family is left grieving, brokenhearted. What else can I say about the Three of Swords before I throw a card? It could be seen as the reduction of you having to work on the energies of the Eight of Swords. If the Eight of Swords is the type of energy that will express itself to you this week. But the Three of Swords is still a reduction, but it's just letting you know there's much more work to be done. Okay, so don't stop there and trying to reduce the Eight of Swords. And the Four of Swords could also be seen as a reduction. All right, so but why did this Three of Swords show up here in Libra's spread this week? Why is that Three of Swords here? Again, Libra, if a court card shows up here, that's a person directly involved, or it's you having to deal with some sort of pain, grief, or separation. Okay, it could be the third party in play when it comes to romance. It could be that family member when there's some sort of conflicting energy. It could be the coworker. It could be the neighbor. But if a court card shows up here, then it's directly involving a person, an actual person. All right, so but why is it here? Okay, so yep, Two of Cups. Relationships is involving someone having to deal with a relationship. Now, Two of Cups, I read specifically, Libra, romantically. If this was the Three of Cups, then I would have said, okay, there's some sort of disruption going on with a celebration of family member, friend, or romantic partner. In this case here, we're talking about the Two of Cups, which I always say, when it shows up here in your spread by, on its own, is specifically for those Libras who are engaged in romantic partnerships. This is not platonic friendships. This is romantic partnerships. So, but because it lands on the Three of Swords, someone is dealing with a, now this could be an old situation too. So I got to be honest with you. And again, that might be the reason why the Strength card has shown up here for your spread for that Libra that I'm reading for, that's dealt with some sort of complications regarding a relationship. Okay, it's definitely a romantic partnership here. Now that might have been a recent divorce, a recent separation, or somebody interfering within that relationship, disrupting the equanimity here, because this is 2 cups. You know, on an emotional scale, what you give is what you get back. But if there's somebody here in play, then it's disrupting that energy. All right, so that's what I'm getting, that there's some Libra that I'm reading for having to deal with some sort of complications regarding a romantic partnership. And there's some sort of pain and suffering going on, which then might explain the 8 of Swords. If you were the Libra that's dealing with this type of energy here, whether or not the relationship is at a distance, excuse me, or not, okay, playing that role in your head. Remember I said it could be tricky in terms of playing that role, and then it may be something involving or dealing with this situation here, but it may not be the end result, the final result just yet, but you know that there's something going on here. So the mind is tricking you up. So be careful with that. All right, so let's move on here. The next deck that I grabbed here is the Hidden Truth. Of course, it's just messages here. Libra, use these messages however it may fit. You know, I've been saying in the other videos that it's more, seems like it's more appropriate for, you know, when I do the general love messages. But again, you know, that's on a monthly basis. We need to hear positive messages on a daily basis, weekly basis, right? So take these messages as they are. All right. So the first message, I'm tossing 4 cards. I'm not financially stable. Well, that'd be interesting with all these financial cards here in your spread. We don't share the same values is the next message. Third message here for you, Libra. I don't know what you want. Lack of communication. Fourth and final message here for you. I can't be with you. That might be tied right into this little scenario right here. All right, so, but in any event, this is what I have for you this week, Libra. Just remember, it's me interpreting these messages. Take what's going to work for you. Leave the rest alone. Again, I appreciate any new subscribers. I appreciate all my subscribers. Please like the video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You guys have a safe, great week ahead. Always come back to get more of these messages from me. And I'll talk to you soon. Remain smiling. All's going to be well. Ciao.